We do a lot of trainings here at Crutchfield. Today we're here with Pioneer. Harry is here showing us some brand new head units. There's a ton of them all set up here so we can get our hands on some units that have Android Auto.
Well, yeah, we're going to show you how Android Auto works with Pioneer's new NEX head units. It works with 3 different models. That's the AVH 4100 NEX, the AVIC 7100 NEX, and the AVIC 8100 NEX. They all work with Apple Carplay and they work with Android Auto. All right, first thing we'll do is we're going to plug in our phone. This phone is a Nexus 5. There are a number of different phones that'll work, but your phone has to be an Android phone running version 5 of Android. Now the phone's kind of locked out at this point, so we don't really need the phone anymore. Across the bottom here, we have a couple of different buttons. We have our Google Maps button here, and you can see this is a real responsive screen. As we drag it around, we can pinch and zoom in and zoom out and do all the things that you would expect Google Maps to do, right? Our next button here is our phone button. And with the phone button, we can make a phone call here. I can see my incoming and outgoing phone calls, or I could bring up a keypad here. But really, I'm going to make all of my phone calls by voice.
Okay.
Okay. The next button over here is our music button. With the music, we can play any of the sources that the in-dash radio can play. So maybe SD card, Sirius XM, CD, AM, FM, and any of the sources that the radio can play. Plus, if you have music apps on your phone, we can play any of those music apps as well. Right here, we're playing iHeartRadio. If I touch here, we can open this up and I have Spotify or Google Play Music available as well, and we could choose one of those. All right, now right here is my overview screen. And my overview screen is kind of the main screen for Android Auto. This shows me my the local weather, if I have missed phone calls or maybe voicemail messages or text messages. That information shows up here, and I can play back a text message or a voicemail from this screen. All right, so let's send a text message first. Send a text message to Felonious. Let's get together this evening for dinner.
Here's your text to Felonious. Let's get together this evening for dinner. Do you want to send it?
Absolutely.
Sending message.
Okay, so we've sent off a text message to Felonious. Hopefully he'll send one back to us. In the meantime, let's make a phone call.
Okay.
Call Steve.
Calling Steve, mobile.
Okay, we open the telephone screen automatically and we're making a phone call to Steve. We'll hang up before Steve answers though. All right, now I'm going to do a kind of a Google search. What's the weather like today in Washington, D.C.?
Today's forecast for Washington is 81 degrees and partly cloudy.
Nice day in Washington. Now we'll ask about the zoo. What are the hours for the zoo?
Smithsonian National Zoological Park is open until 6 p.m.
Okay, so it automatically knew that we were talking about the zoo in Washington, D.C. from our previous conversation. Here, we automatically drop a marker on the map and we create a route to go there in about 2 hours and some change, or we can give them a call to get some more information. So we can use this for turn-by-turn navigation as well. Navigate to Richmond Airport.
Navigating to Richmond International Airport.
All right, so we create a route to go to the airport, and on the screen you'll see while we're driving we get full turn-by-turn instruction. We get lane information on the screen to show us what's the best lane to be in for our next turn, and plus we'll see traffic information on the route that is coming in from Waze users.
And while that's going, can we still listen to music from other parts of Android Auto?
Sure, you can use the phone to play back music if you want to, or you can play back music from any of the other sources from the in-dash receiver. Let's check on that text message.
Here's the message. 8 p.m. sounds great.
Great, dinner date tonight, 8 o'clock. So let me do one more really cool demonstration for you, and we'll switch between Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have to have your Apple phone, iPhone, plugged into USB number 1, that's the upper one, and your Android phone has to be plugged into USB number 2. And when I do that, I can switch out to the Pioneer system. I'll go into my settings here. Here's my smartphone setup. And I can switch to iPod, iPhone. When we do that, I'll just hit the X here, and in a couple of seconds, we'll see CarPlay up on the screen.
Harry, thanks for being here. It's great to get our hands on Android Auto finally. See you next time.
All right, we'll see you.